Hi everyone! Ever seen error response from daemon, no command specified when working with Docker? It's a very common and often confusing error message. Don't worry at all. Today, we're going to break down exactly why this happens. We will explain the core reason behind it. Understanding this error is key to building better Docker images. Let's dive right into it. The main reason for this error is quite straightforward. A Docker container is like a mini computer or a small isolated environment. When you start a container, Docker needs to know what program to run inside it. It needs a specific command to execute. If Docker tries to start a container and doesn't find any instructions about what to do, it simply throws its hands up. It tells you, no command specified. Think of it like this. You open your computer, but you don't click on any application icon. The computer just sits there, waiting for you to tell it what to do. Docker containers are exactly the same. They need a default action or a specific instruction. This lack of instruction usually stems from two main areas. Firstly, it often comes from your Dockerfile. A Dockerfile is a set of instructions used to build your Docker image. Inside this Dockerfile, there are special instructions called cmd and ENTRYPOINT. These instructions tell Docker what command to run by default when a container is started from your image. The cmd instruction provides default arguments for an ENTRYPOINT, or it can be the default command itself. The ENTRYPOINT instruction configures a container to run as an executable. If your Dockerfile does not include a cmd or an ENTRYPOINT instruction, then Docker has no idea what to do when you try to run a container from that image. You built the image successfully, but when you type docker run myimage, Docker finds no default command defined within the image. It gets stuck. Secondly, the error can happen if you are using a very minimal base image. Some base images, like Scratched or a very basic Alpine image, are incredibly small. They don't include any default programs or commands themselves. If you build your image on top of such a base image and forget to add your own cmd or ENTRYPOINT instruction in your Dockerfile, you will face this error. Your custom image inherits the no command characteristic from its base. Additionally, sometimes users try to override an existing cmd or ENTRYPOINT when running Docker run, but they do so incorrectly. They might accidentally remove the command without providing a new valid one. This also leaves Docker without instructions. So, in summary, the daemon is telling you that the Docker image you are trying to run does not have a default command specified either in its Dockerfile, or you haven't provided one directly when executing the docker run command. It's a call for clear instructions. To fix it, you either add a cmd or ENTRYPOINT instruction to your Dockerfile and rebuild your image, or you explicitly provide a command directly when you run the container, like docker run myimage/bin/bash to open a shell, or docker run myimage python my_script.py. It's all about giving Docker the necessary direction. So, the next time you see no command specified, you'll know exactly why. Your container just needs a little direction. Remember to define a cmd or ENTRYPOINT in your Dockerfile for robust images. Or, provide a command directly when you run docker run for quick tests. It's that simple. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you understand this common Docker error, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful Docker tips, troubleshooting guides, and other tech explanations. Your support truly means a lot to us. See you next time.